So back then, man, we didn't have apps that you just take a picture of the receipt, upload it, and it deduct, and then it print out a cool little spreadsheet. You ain't had if you didn't have your manila folder with all your faded receipts in it, when the IRS came knocking on the door and said, we need to see all your stuff from 2001, 3, 5, 7, and 9. You like, yeah, what you say here, you ate out. I did, but I don't have those receipts. So that audit, man, cost me back taxes, current taxes, and then you got to pay your future taxes. You know what I'm saying? Your projections. When you get caught up in that and you make as much money as I made, it was all gone. It all went to the feds. Then I was taking care of a lot of people, and I didn't know it at the time. I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
More family, friends,
all of that, man. All of that,
ladies,
man.
Did you have some little joints?
I wasn't really never a big ladies man, honestly. No, I was focused. I was in relationships, but it wasn't the ladies or anything that killed me. And believe it or not, I'm probably the most introverted extrovert you ever meet. On stage, I'm a totally different person. But if we just kick it like after this, so you come to my house, I'm really quiet, man. I'm really to myself.
I'm the same way.
Yeah. So my point is, I'm not very I don't floss. I know people see my cars and stuff, and I floss a little bit, but I floss intelligently. You know what I mean? Subtle stuff. Yeah. But it wasn't that I was balling. It was just that I felt like since I came up, y'all come on with me. You know what I'm saying? Come on with me. Y'all need to eat at these restaurants. And I would start finding myself going, I got it. Don't worry about it. And see, when you got it, don't worry about it so much, they'll never get it. I got it. Don't worry about it. Man, I got a chance to go speak in Dubai. You want to come with me? I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Don't worry about it. Because I need y'all to experience this stuff. Then one day, another founder decided he was going to shut the company down.
Damn.
And what happens is when you have a gift and a talent, and you know you have it, and you know you can make money anytime you feel like it. When the IRS hit me, then the company went out of business, and I had promised that I would pay these back taxes, stay current on my taxes, and have my projected taxes. Then you start realizing all your money gone. It happens just like that. Like that. So then I rebounded in my 30s, and I met David Shands, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I rebounded in my 30s.
Right. So how do you get people to move with you? Because obviously in the network marketing industry, you're at a company, you're building, everybody's excited. But like you said, if one of the founders decide it's over, you got to go to another company. But the idea is to bring those people with you.
Yeah.
How did you create that tight-knit team? And for the people that's not even in network marketing.
Not even it's about influence. I make sure that I grow you as an individual. What we always say is like, if you take care of your own backyard, the whole neighborhood will be clean. You know what I'm saying? So I make sure that I grow and work with the leaders, and to make sure that they grow and work with the leaders, because only 10% of your group is responsible for your income anyway. So I've always just been really good at making sure my talented 10, we rock together. And even if we have to burn the ship, now don't get me wrong, sometimes the founder didn't go out of business. Sometimes we decided to leave and let them know what Jay-Z say. I said no to the Super Bowl. You need me, I don't need you.
Right.
We in stadiums too. You know what I'm saying? Right. I had to tell the NFL we in stadiums too. So sometimes I had to tell the founders like, don't get it twisted. We are the reason you here.
Right.
So I would make sure my talented 10th got taken care of. Where most network marketers mess up is they really think that 100% of their team is building the business. I was not afraid to start all over from scratch and get a whole new talented 10th. And if everybody takes care of the talented 10th, then we can move as one.
Gotcha. So obviously you've been able to see, because you've been in the game for a while, there's been an amazing surge in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Right? When did that happen?
The surge in entrepreneurship?
Yeah.
I think.
And why do you think?
I think, honestly, man, in 2008, 2009, I think after the real estate market crashed and people saw that at best our system is tenuous. Like, in other words, let me make sure I understand this. We got some people in high places, high places. I have a training I wrote called Trust. And what it is we only trust the American dollar. The only reason it has value is because we say it has it, right? It's just a sheet of paper. It's all fiat. At the end of the day, it's a sheet of paper that we assign some trust to, and that's why it works. So some people that we had trust in decided to give bad loans to people that thought they could trust them. Well, when those bad loans went belly up, everybody from the roofers to the carpet to the electricians, the people that put in the curbs, the signs, the street signs, the nails, the hammers. I can go on the sheetrock, the metal, the tile, the cabinets, the kitchen. Everybody, the industry that's billions of dollars that made the houses and make the homes, when they got affected, all of us got affected because the American dream is to own a home. They sell you on that. Well, guess what? When all that happened, those same crooks came back to the people and said, now we need y'all to pay us back in the form of taxes. So let me get this straight. You rob us one time. All those jobs go out the window. And then it trickles down to travel, to restaurants. Now, all of a sudden, nonprofit organizations can't stand because people are not donating anymore because their money is drawn up. So now the one thing that we trusted in, which was you, backfires, and we no longer trust our dollar. Now people go pull their money out the banks because it's a trickle-down effect, because when you're scared, what do? You hold. And when you don't hold, when you're not spending, things aren't moving. So now we all froze in 2008, 2009, 2010, and took a serious look at who we were trusting.
That's crazy. I never heard of the crash put so like simply in place. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, the crash was big, man. So now, about 10 years ago, we realized, wait a minute, we're a little too trusting. And that's when cryptocurrency and stuff, you started seeing the emergence of cryptocurrency. People say, we got to have something that y'all can't regulate that's peer to peer. So now you look at Uber, peer to what? Peer. I tell people all the time, 10 years ago, that was called hitchhiking, bro.
Right.
I mean, look, what makes me safe now? The app?
Right.
the fact that you picking me up and you got a Lyft or Uber sign and your decal in your window, I'm getting in a stranger's car.
Right.
And you letting a stranger in your car. We just talking. 10 years ago, that was hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking.
Airbnb, bro. You mean to tell me you can stay in a part of my crib while I'm gone, and just because the app say it's cool? So we're moving now to a world of sharing. Cryptocurrency, Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, you know what I mean? Instagram. You may be too young. You don't even remember Kodak. You don't know nothing about no Kodak booth.
You
had to get your pictures developed.
Pictures, yeah.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Or the disposable joints, you send it in, you give it in, they
it's the wrap.
Absolutely.
Now what we got, we just upload it to what? Instagram. We don't have to get them printed out no more. You know what I'm saying? You a beast at that. I see that. You know, that's one thing I know. I need some Instagram tips. My little 8 followers. But yeah, so we're moving. What that recession did, the Great Recession made us wake up and say, wait a minute, let me bring that power and shift that power back to me. That's why one of my brands is the income shifter, because you have to shift the knowledge and education and money back to the people. You understand? When the banks, when this recession and stuff happened, people say, who has more money, the banks or the government? Trust me, the banks, the government didn't get, the banks didn't bail out the government. The government bailed out the banks.
Right.
So the banks have the most power. I mean, the government has the most power. Well, who they get their money from? Us. So who has the real power? Us. So why don't you shift the money back to the people who shifted it away from you? That's why entrepreneurship you saw it increase drastically, because people got scared and said, wait a minute, my 401k was $792,000. Now it's $126,000 because my money was in places that people I trusted put it. And now because of the housing crash, when America sneezes, everybody catch a cold.
Yeah.
But that's global. When America sneezes, everybody catch a cold. That housing recession sent shockwaves through the world. When you got the Queen of England calling you, what's going on? Why is the pound? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a global world now. The internet made the world smaller. So now people like yourself are capitalizing, which is smart, on the fact that we now have a direct-to-consumer relationship. B to C and B to B. So now nothing can stop us.
Let me ask you, was it easier to make money? I don't know if this is a fair question, but was it easier to make money before everybody realized that they should be entrepreneurs, or is it easier to make money now because everybody's expecting for you to be selling something?
It depends on who you work. It depends on who the we, who we are. In other words, it was easier to make money if you were a capitalist and you were afraid that the people you were taking advantage of may one day get this knowledge. It was easier for you prior to the recession because only a few select people understood that you are supposed to participate in capitalism, not just contribute to it.
Right, because it was all consumerism.
All consumerism.
Yeah.
So it was easier. So it depends on who
right.
who we are. Now it's easier for us because the entrepreneur has mad respect for another entrepreneur. Sure. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm looking in your face telling you, man, this is one of my highest honors. I don't BS, I don't fluff, I don't have to. I'm telling you, I'm proud of you as my fellow entrepreneur because the entrepreneur understands how difficult this is. You know what I mean? So it's easy to make money when you're doing business with other business owners because we think alike. It's like, David, how'd you get this facility, man? But like, I never even envisioned this for myself. Man, they called me the OG, but I never envisioned having one of these for myself. Maybe down the road, but you did it 10 years earlier. Why? Because you came up with this mindset already. I'm really just now developing the mindset that I need to stop leaving these other companies. I need to start leaving these other companies alone and build my own. That might have been just the past 5-year journey for me. Yeah. So my popularity and my bank account is not reflected a lot of times by the numbers and likes and shares. And that's also something I want to tell people, man. I know a guy that got 0 followers, but he got millions of dollars. He's just not big on social media because a lot of us, we trying to be like you. You know, when you trying to be like a lot of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's a cool thing.
I know people who have millions of followers.
And
still getting them insufficient funds.
Isn't that crazy? Right. That's crazy. If I had millions of followers, there's no way I wouldn't be able to capitalize on that. No way. Some people have millions of followers, no money. Some people have a moderate amount of followers, but some serious coins.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the fame generally, man, comes before the fortune anyway. And I've learned. I'm not knocking people with 1 million followers. Trust me. I want to have that same influence online because a lot of times corporations these days they want to see who believe in you
because you know how to monetize it.
Yeah, because I know how to monetize it. You know what I mean? But what I do want to share with people is if you wake up and the first thing you do is scroll, you don't understand. You have a slight addiction. It's that you have a slight addiction because they know in these apps and things psychologically that the mind hates incompletion. So every time you scroll and you see them hearts, it sends dopamine through your brain that says people love me. You know what I mean? Every time you scroll and that thing never ends, and it's a never-ending scroll, you wake up starting your day with a comparison. And comparison is the thief of joy. So I'm not telling people not to get on social media. Obviously, we use this platform. Obviously, you're one of my idols, the highest title, right? We use this platform. What I tell people is get centered and meditate and do something for you first, then go out there and conquer the world. Get out there and see how your ad doing. See how your beta test coming. How's the split test working? Which t-shirt selling? What program is not working? Should we tweak this? Get out there and make it happen, but don't wake up and go to sleep to a comparison and let a like, a share, or a heart validate you. That's the danger in it. You know what I'm saying? Use social media. Don't let it use you.
Yo, and in that vein, it's almost like, and sometimes I tell people to unfollow people that inspire them because you wind up comparing yourself to that person, right?
Oh, that's a great point. Never heard that.
So how do you, what is that line like, right?
Yeah.
Because you see people that's like, yo, inspirational, I want to do that, but then you start the comparison
to them.
Yeah,
man. That's why I like you, man. That's a bold statement. Unfollow people that inspire you, because then you are going to compare yourself. It's human nature. But then you want the knowledge that they're kicking. So that's a bold statement. That's why I'm here.
What's the balance? How would you tell them to balance that? You know what I mean? I want to know from the OG.
Here's what I would do. First of all, I do not like the word balance. I like the word wholeness, right? So when I teach my time versus money course, for example, or the value of time and money, I tell people there's really no such thing as balance because you've been unbalanced your whole life, right? Seek wholeness. For example, people say, Brian, you lost a lot of relationships over the years, man, doing that network marketing thing. I say, yeah. I say, man, a lot of times you stop doing your martial arts and you used to write poetry and you used to do all that. I say, yeah. I was real unbalanced socially, but I was extremely balanced financially. So now that I'm balanced financially, I'm getting back balanced socially. The point is, you're always unbalanced. One of the areas of your life will always have a lean to it. One of them gonna be down, okay? Now, when you look at your whole body of work though, Dave, I'm about the most whole person you're gonna meet. Spiritually, socially, physically, emotionally, financially, my whole body of work. Don't look at my single, look at my album.
now.